I'm not gonna make it back too far. Sun's already going down. But look what we got here. Look at him. Look at that. Look at him. Let's get him off the trail before some clown comes along and steps on him. Live long, prosper. You know that recently I've been doing almost like a tribute to the Gabrielino tribe, the Native Americans that live back here. And I harvested a bunch of acorns. I packed out of here this morning, 7:30. I got out and went home, worked on those acorns most of the day, along with a few other things, drying out my gear, washing my gear, repacking my pack. And the acorns, the second batch is about ready. It'll be ready by the time I get back. But the first batch, I've got some of it in my pack, and it's going to be one of my meals. Probably tomorrow morning for breakfast. Okay, here's my camp for tonight. Got a ground sheet down. I've got a heat sheet underneath. I can pull this corner over me if I need to. I've got my Minimalist Bivi inside of it. I've got my Marmot Plasma 15. I've got my Thermoraz short. And then on the bottom, I've got my ULA circuit in here. And all the packs that different things the stove comes in. Everything comes in inside here. This is going to be the insulation from my waist down. The moon's up. Look at that. Anyway, the wind's coming in from the south. It'll pretty much blow over me because I'm below this dip. When it does dip down, I put those logs there, try to block a little bit of it. I have some beef stew. Okay, I got my backpack inside that trash bag under my feet. And then I got my food inside of a Ziploc bag, inside of another bag, inside of a trash bag, and underneath that heat sheet, but above the bottom sheet. All blocked down so no mice, rats can get in. Hopefully. Here's my pillow. Here's where I'm sleeping. I balanced a little stick up there in case some bear comes in from that way. At least I get a little bit of warning. Although I have absolutely no weapons with me. I could jab his eye with this. It's the only thing I have with me. Pretty nice just being able to have this bivvy open and lay here before this fire. This is my view. Well, here we are at first. Here we are at first light. And this bivvy is soaked on the outside. It didn't rain, but it is freezing cold back here. This plasma kept me warm, but I had to zip it up all the way around my head and pull the drawstrings. I had the chest closed. It kept me warm, but it is freezing back here, and everything is just soaked. This ground is just soaked like it rained. Look at this, baby. Oh man, it's like I've been underwater. I might get up, start a fire, try to dry things out. but I didn't get eaten by a bear. I did hear something walking around right above me, right up there last night, but it sounded like hooves. Like maybe it was a deer or some sheep or something. You could hear the click, click, click. Okay, the fire started. But look at this. Look at that. It's puddled up. Look at that. How wet. There's no way I can put that in my pack that wet. It's cold. There's some reeds. I'm gonna even get one of them, and if I can find a way across, get one of those and try cooking the root same time as I cook the acorn. Okay, I got everything set out to dry here. Bivi, let me show you condensation the inside because it's so cold. Look at that, down by the foot box. Not so much towards the top, down by the feet. The bag didn't get that bad. A little bit on it there. Let it dry out for about an hour. I got that rock on there heating up so I can cook on it. Everything else is almost put away. I'm gonna take these 2 bags, this cup down there and get some water and get a reed. When I did that, I heard a big pop up here and I thought somebody's messing with my stuff. So I grabbed everything and I ran up here. When I did, it was that flat rock, busted right in half. Anyway, here's the reed with a little bird's nest around it. That's freezing cold stuff. But I'm gonna get the root out of there, cook it on that rock. Meanwhile, I'm gonna use that river water there. I'm gonna filter that, that'll be my drinking water, but direct river water, and mix it with that acorn, because it's gonna be sterilized on that rock. Okay, after I took all that mud off, there were about 5 or 6 major roots. I left the main root and I put the reed back, but I took off the 3 best ones and I have them cooking there. So I'm gonna try some root with acorn patties for breakfast. Get to work on the acorn. Those reed roots look like they're near done. What I'm doing here, I got this thing, and I'm just cauterizing. I'll do this. In history books, it talks about Native Americans. They had teeth that were almost ground flat, worn flat. It's because when grinding the acorns in those little bowls, pieces of rock would come off and get inside and hard, and when they chew it, actually wear their teeth down. So what I'm going to do is try to make a paste out of this. Try by adding a little bit of water, make myself like a patty, throw it on there. It needs to be ground much finer, almost into like a cornmeal. It doesn't want to stick together. But I did manage to get that one. I'm not going to be able to flip it, so I'm just going to let it cook the best it does. Even raw, they're okay. Official taste test. It tastes like a mix between a cucumber and a melon. cassava melon, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna eat these, and then my patty's starting to burn, so I'm gonna pull that off. Yeah, I was able to just spoon that off into this pot. So let's give this a try. Got one root left, 2 down, 1 to go. I'm gonna try out this acorn. Really dry. But I suppose if it was one of your main meals, you'd get used to that. But yeah, I'd have to take a drink with every spoon. Tastes okay though. The rest of the stuff I got at home, I'm going to try to make bread and some pancakes. They didn't do that in the range here. Native Americans, they eat it this way. But there's recipes where you can add flour, add things with it, and make things out of it. So the rest of the stuff I have at home, I'll make a video on that. That's my plan. Even the trash bags that I had underneath my feet got a lot of condensation on the outside. The inside of this bivy, bone dry. The outside, still damp. I'm gonna let that finish dry, probably another half an hour, and I'll pack it away. In the meantime, I'm gonna go down here and show you what I have in some of my small bags, the little ditty bags. My bag, the outside's pretty much dry, the inside, making sure. Okay, in some of these small bags, hygiene, I always keep a bunch of paper towels. Ace bandage, toilet paper, toothbrush. I don't have to carry a snake bite kit in the winter. It's winter now, snakes are all the way. I don't even carry that anymore. This is that grinding stone, some glasses. I don't need glasses to see, but to read and to do things like fishing. This is my fishing kit. Got some spinners in there. You can use spinners with a drop line. You actually can. Tie it to a stick, drop the spinner in the current, and just keep moving it like this in the current. Going down, it's drifting down. Sometimes I'll hit it. Coming back, you can control the speed just by seeing it visually. Micro jig, mini jig, bobber, all sorts of hooks. This is sort of hooks and flies, wet flies, dry flies, and so this is the one out of my BBC survival kit. Some ranger bands. This is some really strong twine for repairs or top of a leader. You get this fishing leader, tippets, fly fishing. It's a really strong test. Nylon line actually, like a twine. And I just cut a piece of cardboard like this, and I put about 30 to 50 feet of I think I have 4-pound Maxima Ultra Green Imp. That's my fishing kit. That's what I keep in this glass case. In here, I've got some organic bars, teas, joint juice, sleep aids, sleep aid teas, coffees. And here, just got my mag light, my headlight, extra batteries, and some rope for tying my food up. This is just my extra clothes. Thermarest, heat sheet, and my food bag. This is what I have left. I probably won't be using granola. This is 2 breakfasts. Chicken teriyaki, some more acorn, the rice, and a guy from England gave me this. It's the last one. Energy bar chocolate. I'm gonna make me some more coffee. By the time that coffee is done, I'll be packed up, probably ready to go. and heard a noise. My bivvy was down there. My sleeping bag was down there. As you can see, the wind's really picking up. I'm about done packing. As soon as I've got all this stuff in the pack, I'm going to disassemble this fire pit. I've poured water on it 3 times. I've got it buried in wet sand now. But I'm going to disassemble the rocks and scatter them around and leave absolutely no trace I was ever here. Okay, with the exception of my camera, that goes on my sternum strap. Camera goes on those handles, connected to those handles with those carabiners. My trekking poles and tripod. This camera here looking through, that's everything. The only thing that was still wet is the ground tarp and put on the outside. But here's the campground. Everything's all put back at random. Let me back off so you can see it. You wouldn't even know to walk by. Anybody ever camped here? The fire pit has been doused a 4th time, dug out under that rock, replaced that wet sand on top of this, stomped on it, waited about half an hour, poured a little bit more water, put that rock on top. It's not going to catch. Look right up there. See if I can get him. Where'd he go? With any luck, he'll fly into the screen. There he is. Got a hawk. Huh. He's right up there now. He was right down here low. He came right over me, but when I pulled the camera out, he just circled out. Just up, 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 up. Perhaps he's showing me something. Perhaps he's leading me somewhere. Perhaps he's just flying. Okay, it's me. I've left the trail completely, following a canyon. I'm talking soft in case there's a deer or sheep or something. Look, it's like somebody carved away this way. I've tried going over these falls. You get way back there to that last one, you get to the top, you're at a 30-foot high wall of poison oak. I'm gonna see if I can get up this. If so, I'll be back. If not, I'll be back anyway. Okay, I made it this far. It's one of those ones where you 5 steps forward, 4 steps back. When I came up there and I came across here, I go to step on this and the whole thing just starts sliding off. So I've got to find another way up. Whoa, this ledge is giving up that I'm standing on. I'm gonna try this way. Look at this. Whew. Closest I've ever been to the top of this. Looks like somebody or something has done this trail before. Or maybe that's just water runoff. Yeah, that's probably just water runoff. Huh. I'm gaining altitude fast. Looks like it's just a false summit. And it's going to be taking me in a crest in the wrong direction. I want to go the other way. But I'm going to try to get up here and take a look. But I'm going to take a little rest right here. Look at that. Whew. So I came up. Going down is going to be hard. Look at this. There's a river down there. I'm probably gained about 300-400 feet, maybe. Wow, I can see what looks like a mine. Look at this. Let me see. Right there. Let's see if I can get on it. Yeah, look at it. Look at that. Could be just shadows playing a trick, but it looks like a mine to me. Cool. Something else to shoot for in the future. Getting up there though, I think it's gonna prove difficult. Might have to work my way up around the back. That'd be awesome if that was a mine. Don't ask me where, just look for that configuration. You find that configuration, you find the mine. I'm working my butt off to get up here. You're gonna have to do the same. Okay, this is it. As far as I go, you're seeing what I can't see. But I'm seeing down this canyon down here. My first look into this canyon looks like a bitchin' canyon. But as you can see, I'm starting to get the shakes. I got my foot there. I got my other foot there. I'm holding on with one hand here. And I'm filming with the other. And the moss is giving out under that left foot. So I've got to put the camera away and get down. So, oh, if I see something down there. Oh, this is interesting. I've got to get back there. Oh, I got the sewing machine action going on this foot. I'll turn the camera back on and say, getting through that was no easy task in itself. I climb this lonely trail, a trail that I have never known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only me and I climb alone. I thought I was going down. I have to put the camera away because I got to turn around for this. Oh, I thought I bought the farm right there. Oh, it felt good. I'm going to sit down here a little bit. Oh. So this trail here, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. No, it doesn't. It goes up around, hits up there. You might be able to make your way back. But I think get the Tyvek jumpsuit and push through the poison oak is a better route. Less risk of dying. I mean, get some poison oak, but you fall from here, you're a goner. I actually got around that, climbed up in the wall, got around that big wall of poison oak, but all of this here is poison oak. You can see the dried leaves on the ground. So I have a short sleeve on. Even if you get on your clothes, rub the oil, you can get it from that. Oh, my pack's getting caught. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can make it. I can make it. But I'm running out of time today. Oh yeah, look at that. I've never been back this far. Come back here in the summertime, undoubtedly there'll be some rattlers under these leaves. You have to watch out for that. Oh, look at this. It's the first time my boots have touched this ground. This is great, man. It's a really cool feeling. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. I'm coming back here, guys. I'm gonna go up as far as that turn, and then I'm headed out of here. Whoa. Look, the spring comes from right here out of the mountain. Right there, right out of this rock, center of this rock. It bleeds in with another spring coming from this one. But, even filtered, you're not supposed to drink this water. Ooh, look at this oak. It's getting thick. The gnats are horrible back here. But there are a few mines back this way where they use arsenic and mercury, and that stuff stays in the ground forever. I've been picturing what it would look like back in this canyon for about a decade or more. Whoa! Look at this. See that? It's as thick as my wrist. That is poison oak. Look at that. Wow. That's the second thickest I've ever seen in this range. Look at it by the roots. The thickest I've ever seen it was back by Mine Gulch. It was thicker than my forearm. I've been picturing what it would look like from John W. Robinson's descriptions. You have to go back here quite a ways, and it forks. Take the center fork, forks again. If I remember right, you take the left fork, forks again. You take the left fork again, you climb the wall and ride the ridge. Otherwise you just wander. Anyway guys, I'll be back. This is awesome. Oh, came out of that canyon feeling 6 feet tall. No, not because of pride, because of the 3 or 4 inches of rocks in my boots. I gotta stop and get them out. It's painful. Oh, look at this. Another one. These are all old rivers, guys. Old springs, which means they are flowing good at one time, which would have brought people in the old days back here a lot of times to build cabins or to prospect. In either case, there are things to be found, things to be seen, things to be undisturbed and left behind for others to see. This one looks like it has a good place for a hammock hanging back there. I hear something that sounds like a growling. It's the rock I'm on. It moved. It's a low bass, sounded like something growling behind me. I thought, oh no. Gotta save some things for future videos. This will be one of them. That little guy. Let him go. Have a good life. Look at this. Almost out. I come up on a campfire, unattended. Somebody left it going. All it takes is to build up and start going again, to spark to jump. This whole canyon's gone. I'll go down and get some water. Matter of fact, I'm not going to drink all my water. I'll pour my water on it right here. I'll splash some sand up on it. Sure are some real knuckleheads in the world. All it takes is one spark, guys. I'll be so locally. I just finished a book given to me by Snap-on John 100. John Newton, I believe his name is. I'll put a link to him below. He's the master of fire starting. Makes Cody Lundeen look like a rookie with a Bic lighter. Anyway, I just finished the book he gave me, which was the book about Cheryl Strayed. She was lost and found on the Pacific Crest Trail. She did 1,000-something miles on the Pacific Trail. That's her story. Look at this guy.
Hey! Caught in the act.
Robert Ferguson caught him in the act, digging a buried treasure.
We're trying to dig out the trail here.
He's tunneling under the trail.
We're gonna make a tunnel, yeah.
I was noticing that hole up there in the canyon yesterday when I was coming out. I was up here yesterday. I spent the night yesterday and had no fuel. Forgot my fuel. So I went back out, got fuel, came back up. Met Larry, West Coast Larry, back there with his girlfriend.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. Back there with the dog.
Are they up above?
They left yesterday morning. Hey, it's Robert Ferguson. He's gonna spend the night. He didn't bring a sleeping bag, didn't bring a tent. He brought a blanket.
I'll get it on video.
You're gonna freeze, man. You're gonna get wet.
I'm gonna sleep on top of this bush here. Nice and comfortable.
He's gonna shish your bomb. The blood will keep him warm.
Yeah. All right,
Have a good one, man.
You.
I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'll put a link to his channel under mine. He finds a lot of gold up here. He found a garnet. Oh, about the size of a gumball. I saw another guy back here, way back there. And him and his buddy, and they both had their dogs with them. And his face looked familiar. But he was looking at me like, don't you recognize me? Don't you recognize me? And I'm looking at him. He looked at almost like Eric Dryfly, a friend of mine. Named Eric. But I know he looks like him a little bit, but it's nowhere. It's not him. It looks. Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Boom! It just popped into my head. It's the guy from the backpacking department at Sports Chalet in Brea. I saw him way back there. That guy's a cool guy, man. He'll give you any information you want on gear and stuff. He doesn't really frequent these areas, so he wouldn't be the guy to ask about these areas. But on gear, that guy's known and tested them all. But if any of you live locally, Orange County area, you want to meet me, you're interested in books on the Pacific Crest Trail, it's a good one. I'll give it to you free of charge. Just keep it going, keep the story going. Save you 20 bucks or so, or whatever the book goes for. There'll be a link to it down below. Name of the book, the author, and meet me, hand it to you, and no charge. Just keep it going. I've read a lot of books on the Pacific Crest Trail. I'll never do it now. I don't have the time, the money, and the ability. Just everything worked against me in that department. So I enjoy seeing it through other people's eyes. And a really good one, I think it was called Cactus Eaters. That one was the best. It was about a guy and his girlfriend doing this trail, and all that happened in between. They left the trail, they got back on the trail, they left the trail, got jobs. He went back on it like a year later. It's a great book. I'm not going to give it away, but I really enjoyed that book. But this one that I just finished, the one by Cheryl Strayed, it's yours for the asking. Personal message me. Nothing like a little roasted chicken when you get home. Some berry punch. Boysenberry pie from Reed Calendar is waiting for me. Roasted potatoes, some green beans, and bananas and gun smoke. Dun, 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 dun. Bon appetit, guys. Until the next one. Okay, this is the book I was talking about. It was a gift from John. I read it. Now I'm going to give to somebody else. What better way to finish the video than with the book that I'll meet somebody locally. Only locally. Orange County. You got to drive down here to meet me. You can have the book for free. What better way to end it than this? I know a better way. With the boysenberry pie and the vanilla ice cream. Extreme close up. Homer Simpson style. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.